That's what it says on the autocue. Hey! Who'd win in a fight between a pirate and a ninja, or a Viking and a samurai? Well, these who's the toughest questions are now the basis for an entire TV show that we've unearthed and that they're currently watching in America. It's called Deadliest Warrior. It beggars belief, and we're going to take a look at it now. Deadliest Warrior is a truly astonishing show which purports to conclusively decide who's the most violent killing machine to ever walk the earth.
There goes the jaw.
Each week it pits famous warriors plucked randomly from history against each other in a hypothetical fight to the theoretical death. And this isn't mere guesswork, but painstaking science, apparently.
He's got the intestines all coming out.
The bulk of the show consists of each warrior's arsenal being tested by experts armed with computers and sensors, the odd dead animal.
Release the pig!
Anatomically correct gel torsos, terrifying replica weaponry, and psychopaths prepared to wield them.
Oh yeah, baby, look at those brains!
Once data concerning each competent's killing power has been processed by the nutjobs, the macho weapon dude and the hunky doctor, it's fed into the pasty nerd's computer, which simulates 1,000 fights to determine which bad boy am the baddest bad boy.
It's just time to fire the sucker up.
Rather than just printing it out on a bit of paper and then pointing at it, the result is illustrated via a ludicrous and hearteningly gruesome action finale in which 2 men enter and 1 man leaves, after showing off a bit. I wouldn't lick that, you're going to get hepatitis. Not so clever now, are you, Apache? Well, there you go. Jamelia, I was watching your face during that montage.
I'm sorry.
Do you think it's a bit of a mansy sort of a show? Did you enjoy it?
No, I didn't. It was so gory, and I watched it entirely through my fingers. I mean, I just couldn't believe that it was on TV anywhere in the world, like anywhere. It was just...
We're talking about America? Rufus.
Yeah.
I sense you liked this.
I fucking love this. Because these sorts of factual programmes are really hard to sort of make interesting. So you did learn through this that the Apache were a warrior people, that the training began when they were very young, the sort of social attitudes of the Native American Indians. You also learned a little bit about the history of gladiators and stuff like that. None of which I would have watched, I have to say, if it had been a very dry documentary about warfaring people. But once you've actually got a guy going, and now I'm going to throw this knife in his head...
You also find what happens if you hit an empty skull with a piece of rock. It really smashes to pieces. I wouldn't have anticipated that.
Throughout the show, they use a whole range of gruesome weapons, including everything from axes, swords to machine guns, and the effects can be devastating. In one episode, they tested a Shaolin monk's MI piercers. Take a look at what happens when you give them to an expert.
What's amazing about this show, though, is with the Apache one, you see them practicing their Apache knife fighting, and it's really quite balletic almost in the skill that's applied. But that is just a bloke with 2 metal spikes going. And it turns out scientifically that'll kill you.
I sense that the fight would have been over once the eyes are out. I've got limited combat experience.
Carry on.
Well, he was still standing. It was the kick. The kick was a real insult.
That's a real up yours, isn't it? I've had your eyes, now have some of this.
After all the weapons testing, the IT guy feeds all that scientific information into a supercomputer, which runs some sophisticated tests, and then by the magic of TV, they reconstruct a battle to show us who'd win. You haven't seen all the battles, so with that in mind, let's play along, okay? Here we go. Who wins in this one? William Wallace, a.k.a. Braveheart, Scottish hero from the Wars of Independence 700 years ago, versus Shaka Zulu. Place your bets. Who do you think won?
Zulu, throwing spear, long-range weapon. That's going to do early damage. Wallace isn't going to have much to fight back with.
Okay, Jamelia.
I'm gonna go with Wallace because I think his army would kind of back him up if he was losing.
Right. I think they're accounted for in the simulation. But, okay, William Wallace.
Freedom!
Yes.
The Zulu would win. That was my Zulu impression.
Really? Let's take a look and see who's right.
You didn't say a stupid Zulu. The Zulu who will jump onto a sword. You didn't say that.
Well done, Jamelia. That's a point to you. The season